Hello, everybody. Welcome on into baseball, headsetless, headphoneless baseball here on youtube.com/Shaunosaurus Rex. I'm not even in the franchise mode. Hello? Have you ever played this video game before? There you go. That looks a little better. Luis Castillo is on the mound for the Mariners today as we wrap up a series against the New York Mets. Scherzer is on the mound for those Mets. Castillo's 18-5 with a 1.75 ERA. It's not going to get any easier for our offense as Max Scherzer with a 15-4 record and a 3.10 ERA face off. We had a pretty tough couple of games here against New York. I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to getting out of this city and stop facing this team. It's been rough. We lost the first game. We had a 1-0 lead and we blew it. The offense just hasn't really been there. Better performance in yesterday's game, but it seemed like every time we got an advantage, we gave it right back up. We get the 1-0 lead, we give it right back up. We get a 2-1 lead, we give it up. 3-1 or 3-2, give it up. And then finally, I believe it was J.P. Crawford came through with a home run, which is kind of weird because he did that in the game just yesterday. He was top of the ninth. Hit a home run. He had one hit, one ribby, and one walk. So yeah, it'll be nice to get out of here. We have clinched best record in the league going into this, so we can play a little bit looser. Want to still stay in a good flow, but it probably shouldn't be as like I shouldn't be just like as irritated as I have been, because we do have a lot of breathing room. We're the number 1 seed in the AL. We don't have to worry about picking up wins. We want to stay in a good flow. We want to stay in a good rhythm, feel good going into the postseason, but losing a series to a good team shouldn't be a big deal. And most importantly, we've been competitive in this game. It's a 1-run victory. It's a 1-run loss. We're even against this team, 1-1, same number of runs. We're fine. We're fine. It's okay. Castillo's on the bump. I might actually give Rodriguez the day off today. I could DH him. I don't know why they keep pulling Trammell out of the lineup. It's kind of annoying, but I might actually. Let's see. Trammell. Yeah, he's a traditional center fielder. Let's do that. Let's do that. Instead of pulling Rodriguez totally out of the lineup, let's give him. Yeah, let's make sure he's in the lineup today. J.P. Crawford, Ty France, J.P. France. That's a different guy. Teoscar, Colton. Yeah, lineup's fine. Suarez and Raleigh, I'm just not batting well with at all, and that's a little frustrating, but not too big of a deal. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoy it. 6 p.m. Pacific time every single day right here on youtube.com/Shaunosaurus Rex. You can catch fresh Mariners baseball games. We got a game of the week here. That bodes very well for us in the Mariners because I don't think we've lost one yet. Unless we lost last time.
It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the New York Mets.
Flushing, New York.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Oh, and I have the volume up just a skosh too high. Give me just 1 second. Let me fix that. Recording. Played Sea of Stars last night after watching an exciting college football game. I think my mom called me today just to tell me about the football game, and I was like, "This is excellent, fantastic." She told me about other things, not just. But
and stepping in for the Mariners, Jorge Mateo.
Well, actually, so I think she called me specifically because I had texted her yesterday. I was like, "Hey, Mom, there's the Huskies are playing the Boise. Washington's playing Boise State on ABC," and then she never replied. So I was like, "Okay, whatever. That's fine. It's not a big deal." And then she was like, "Oh," she told me about what she was doing yesterday, and then she said that she watched the Wyoming Texas Tech game, and that game was frickin' fantastic. 4-seam fastball at 96 for Scherzer, slider that we just saw at 87. Circle change will top out at 86, a slurve at 77, and a cutter at 92. That slurve is going to be the pitch that's probably going to give me the most trouble today. As we look at a fastball right down the middle.
swings and fouls one off. In
Ooh.
May of 2021, Max Scherzer threw a
Damn it.
complete game as his wife went into labor with their third child. Game finished 2 hours, 37 minutes. Scherzer left Nationals Park, made it to the hospital just in time for the birth of his daughter. She was born 4.5 hours after he threw the first pitch of the game.
That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Comes in working with the 6th best average in the AL. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football.
They tell Scherzer, like, hey, your
he could
wife's in
thrive
labor.
in
And he's
one
like,
of
all
those
right, let's get this
sports,
shit done.
Hard hit to
Damn it.
third.
Just a little early on it.
Quick start to this
I'm okay with that as
afternoon's
an
action.
ambush tactic.
And now here is J.P. Crawford.
I felt like I saw that one pretty okay.
In there.
Doing a
for
little bit of
strike
testing
one.
to figure out some like kind of like the dates and times of stuff as the playoffs are looming. I had
It's out to
had
center field. Coming on is Pham to make
I
the
had
play. And that'll do it.
I've been
Middle
reading
of the
about
first.
the
Bottom
MLB had
half
put
of
out
inning
there
number
like
one
official
coming up. No score
schedule
after
for it, and I was like,
half
oh, I wonder how close that's going to be in the show. Turns out pretty close. So I downloaded the trial because you could only have like one franchise running at a time. So I downloaded the PlayStation trial and ran simulations in that just to kind of get an idea of what kind of dates and times we're looking at for playoff baseball games, because you'll be able to watch a bunch. All of the playoff games are going to be on the channel, so be sure to check that out as we go into the month of October. But well, I did this first. I did 2 years of simulation just because I was curious. First year, Angels, the Los Angeles Angels, won the World Series. Didn't help Shohei Ohtani stay in Los Angeles because he went to the Dodgers. Well, I guess technically he stayed in Los Angeles.
right there.
He went to the Dodgers and then promptly won a second World Series. It's like, oh, okay.
A changeup, and he works in a slider.
Okay. Pitching location has been a problem, and we're not getting off to a great start here with Castillo. Ooh, way too fast.
And that's down and away. And a pitch. Cold strike
That's
right
a
there.
bad pitch. I mean, like, all of this just is so bad.
98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Not super
Here's
competitive
Luis
there.
Guillorme,
Pretty
entering
frustrating.
This one second in the National League in hitting. First offering and it
Wow,
just
and we
misses.
don't get the call. All right.
The pitch. Off the mark there. Now 2 balls and a
Ooh.
strike.
6-2 strikes to, or balls to strikes.
Runner takes off. Ground ball to the right side. Goes to second. Safe there. To first, and he's out. So
That's okay.
safe at
It's
second,
okay.
out
You know,
at first
thankfully
on
with the
attempted
kind of
double play.
slower speed from home to first, we actually had a shot at trying to double it up without costing. Of course, if he slides in hard enough and causes that
Hitless in
tumble,
the first 2 games of the
it
series. He's
could
over
be
8.
a bit of an issue. I didn't really think about it in terms of that.
Check swing, and he held up. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings through that.
Man, I mean, even that's like a really nice pitch. Obviously, we get the swing and it's a strike, but it's out of the zone. I just don't know. They're good on the timing, it
One out
seems. A
and a
switch change.
runner
That
at
one's
second.
still out of the zone.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Alonso's been consistently a tough out.
Out to short. Crawford zips it across, and that takes care of Alonso. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 3 for 7 in the series so far. That one's in there, 0-1.
Man, generous call right there. Not where I want that pitch.
There's a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
McNeil at second with 2 down. He goes down
Wow.
looking.
Wow. Okay.
Nothing for the
Real
Mets
generous
in
strike there
first.
on the corner.
Second
We,
inning coming up from Citi Field.
strand the runner there,
0-0
so.
here on the show.
I mean, that's a good take by Lindor there.
Welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Ty France. Scherzer back to work. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Scherzer, a former Cy Young Award winner, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a slurve,
and there it is. That's the pitch that I was super worried about. Looks so good coming in, and then it's just 19 miles an hour slower. A slider at 85.
Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
No score here in the second. That's in there. And
He's really staying lower in the zone that I'm anticipating, especially with a pitcher that has a primary 4-seam fastball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. So here's Scherzer. Out there to center.
Darn.
Van under
At least
it.
put some contact on it.
Down and there's 2 gone. Colton Wong
You can
up to
see
hit.
that
2
that
for 8
hitting
in the series
difficulty
so far.
really struggling. Maybe we can ambush him a little bit and see if he throws.
In the air out to center. Van.
Okay.
Settles
Little late,
underneath
little
it.
under it. It's a
And
good
that ends the
idea,
inning.
just not executed super well.
Mariners go down quietly there. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
That pitching or the hitting difficulty decreased in yesterday's game, but we still struggled.
Back here at the ballpark, bottom half of inning number 2, and stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty. The wind of the pitch. Just missed. That's inside.
He's been raking
I
in
am
recent
getting
games, and a big reason why.
a little
getting ahead in
frustrated
counts. He's been
here
able to do that
with the pitch
consistently. You see
location.
the results.
That's a strike, and a count 2-1.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Left-hand batter waits. And now the count filled up 3-2.
Damn. I mean, just. And a little lucky that we got the swing there.
Got him swinging.
I mean, there's some good pitches in there. It's just inconsistent, and I think that's where it's getting a little frustrating. I also feel like I'm throwing the ball pretty well as far as like working that pinpoint very effectively, and it's just not. It's just not clicking in a way that I feel that it should. It's kind of reminding me of where the pinpoint was early when this game came out. It was really rough at the beginning when this game first released, and then they put a patch out that immediately felt better. Immediately, you could see the difference. And there have been a couple of times where it's just felt like they reversed something. There was a patch recently. I don't know that it did anything to the pitching or whatever, but like the pinpoint feels like it should be the best and most accurate of them because you're like tracing the thing, and it's just not feeling right.
Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And now, Eugenio Suarez.
All right, we're gonna try and stick a little bit lower to this in the zone here. This has paid off before.
And downstairs, Suarez, a former All-Star, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
Ooh, bad swing on that slider. Probably would have been a strike anyway. Just too early. And I slipped in. Oof.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
And there's
way inside. Good take. Much more patient leadoff at bat here. That's pretty good. We still got him to throw 15 pitches in the last inning, so that's not. Oh, never mind. It's the third. Oof, that's a bad
it's a strikeout.
Never mind.
It was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone.
He was throwing an average of
fastballs in that location.
7.5 pitches.
Especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Ooh, bad swing. Really late with that one.
The pitch.
Oh no! Oh, the slider just kind of dove on me a little bit.
2 up, 2 down.
Oh, that is unfortunate. I thought I was going to line that one up pretty well, but just nothing doing.
And first offering is foul.
I need to slow down here.
Measures 6 feet.
He's not anywhere close to like even 10 pitches in that bat.
A former first-round pick back in 2016.
That was it. That was the pitch, and I was early on it.
0-2 now. Fouls that off to the
Foul it
left,
off.
and we'll do it again.
It's all good.
Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Showing a little better fight here with Trammell.
Pitch misses.
It's a good take right there. That's another good take. That's a really good take right there. For whatever reason, I struggle with pitches like that from the opposite-handed hitter coming way inside.
Ground ball right
Oh, just it was early on it.
That ends the frame. And 1-2-3 go the Mariners. Still no score.
It's all right. Much better outing. Got him to throw
Bottom of the inning.
as many pitches as the first 2 innings combined. Something like that. I mean, it's at least close.
And a pitch. There's a strike.
Coming out with a pretty nice slider there for strike one. That is good. Improvements on both sides so far.
Pitch is in there.
It's not a good fastball, but let it go.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
There we go. It's a nice swing. Or, nice strikeout, I should say. Swing and miss there.
Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
I think the last game of the week we had was against the Royals, and we won that game. Oh, I think I'm a little.
There's a strike.
Doesn't actually feel like it's slow. It's like the accuracy's really good.
1 down, base is empty. And now 2-2.
Okay, that was a better pitch, and that was the ball. Right?
Check swing, tried to hold
Look
up,
like
down appeal to first.
We're kind of slipping a little bit on the location. Last couple pitches haven't been great.
3-2. Struck him out looking.
I'm looking on the inside corner. That's good.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. They say it went. McNeil, 30 years old now, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And it's a 3-3
so we are using a lot of
Nothing
Castillo's
doing for the Mets.
pitches here
And we're still
through the first
knotted
3
at
innings.
0.
Could turn into a bullpen game.
And welcome back.
Try and get him
As
through
we go to the top
5,
of the
maybe
fourth. And stepping
6.
in is the speedy Jorge Mateo.
Yeah. So we threw, I believe, 15 pitches in the first 2 innings total. Inning number 3 was much better with 15 pitches just by itself.
Max Scherzer, a former first-round pick. Diamondbacks took him in 2006, the 11th overall selection out of the University of Missouri. What a career. He's won 3 Cy Youngs, including Cy Youngs in each league, and a world champion 2019 with the Washington Nationals.
Oof, big swing with that on that slider.
Just
It's a
being
good
tremendous
slow-down pitch
pitcher,
right
started
there.
with the Arizona Diamondbacks, then we saw him move to Detroit. Wasn't quite sure if the command and control was going to be established. Even the release that he throws in mechanically, people wondered if he'd get injured. But he has had a lengthy career. For the most part, has stayed healthy, and he's going to the Hall of Fame.
No question. Lindor,
He just
that's
went
this one sized
between the
up.
2 pitches, and I was
There's
on
1-1.
timing-wise, but he left that, forced him up
So
in
now
his
the
zone.
DH spot, Julio Rodriguez.
And he's changed where he's been letting that one go. There we go.
Hit hard, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out
That's a
single.
bit of a mistake slider, but we finally get a hit on the board. We are on time on that four-seam fastball, or the slider, excuse me. But the fastball he's been leaving a little more up in the zone. That's a bad swing.
And that one is lifted in the air.
That's a terrible swing.
Coming on is Pham to make the play. Out number 2.
I was trying to ambush him with the
Now, Ty France.
kind of the short throw, the quick throw, and then it's a slurve that's looking good. I mean, the timing's decent. Pitch out.
It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball 1.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Rodriguez leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Oh,
Short,
Sean.
Lindor gets it to first. That's the third
But a
out.
first hit on the
Left for
board and
Seattle.
kind of immediately
And we
blow
are
it. It's a
still
really
scoreless.
bad. It's a really bad at bat by, or with, not by, but with J.P. Crawford. You see the pitch out or the quick pitch,
So now
and
here's
it's
the Mets
just
DH, Luis
too aggressive.
Guillorme.
It's a slurve. It's up in the zone. I mean, even if it's strike 1, it's still
Clips the outside corner.
obviously you're not going to do a lot with it because we didn't do a lot with it.
And
This
it's
pitch
foul
count's
away.
not as bad as I thought it would be. That was pitch number 45 on the day. It's just that some of the at-bats have been so long.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul
Kind of get
ball.
bailed out a little bit by a double play, which was helpful.
The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I have not thrown a lot of the circle chain.
0-2 now. Line drive,
Okay.
base hit. Here's Pete Alonso. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. The next offering misses, and the count is 1-1.
Not where I want that slider at all.
That one is absolutely belted. This one's got a chance. Gone. Pete Alonso takes him deep. His
Too cute in the high
37th
inside
home
corner.
of the year. And now they're out front.
I
It's
like
2-0.
throwing that pitch. I like it, but it, I'm sure it wasn't where I wanted it.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding.
Yeah,
Who's
look at
gonna
how much
win?
of the plate that
Really good
caught.
job there by the hitter.
It's not where you want it.
The top hand
Want it
working.
higher and
Powers that
tighter.
fastball out of here.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
That's the most irritated I've been. I thought I was throwing a sinker, and I just hit Y on a circle change, and like,
Righty to the plate. In the air to left center.
been watching, the college football's back, so I've been watching some of that. One of the phrases I've heard, surprisingly, like, maybe I just haven't noticed it before, but they've been talking about, don't make a bad play worse. And in this case, it's just kind of like, don't make a bad situation worse. Like, pay attention to the pitches you're throwing. I do sometimes just get mixed up for, like, no reason.
Now 1-1.
Don't give him something else, just take the home run. Pete Alonso has monster power.
Next pitch is inside. 2-1. And fouled off. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
This has been the biggest problem, has been these at-bats that are taking a long time.
Netting down the lines just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing is a
That's only out number 2.
Some heat
And we're at
98 miles an hour.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Two outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder,
60.
Mark Canha. Bounce to the right side. And
Just
that'll
barely in the green. So Alonso puts the Mets on the board in a good streak. I mean, all good things must come to an end.
Game. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Coming up, we head to the 5th.
I don't feel super confident going against this team. Their pitching is kind of his biggest concern. So we haven't been hitting the ball particularly well. However, fuck, God damn it.
Well, these Mariners, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far.
That was it. That was the fucking pitch.
And it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of
We've been much better over the last couple of innings.
Hasn't happened for them yet.
A little more patient at the plate.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
But we've missed some pitches. That slurve is a big miss right there.
And now the count is even.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Hard
There we
grounder
go.
into the outfield for a knock.
Slider, yeah, slider again. Another perfect piece of contact.
Performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
So up next, Colton Wong. And first
That's too
offering is
aggressive.
fouled off.
That's too aggressive. You're looking for that slider that you just mashed, like, perfect. Looking to get this out of the ballpark.
And the right-hander deals. Strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
In the air, left side. Makes the catch.
Late and under it, yeah.
And there's one down.
Nice. I was not anticipating a 4-seam fastball there.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swing
Ooh.
and a miss as he was out
Ooh.
front.
Fuck.
Next offering is fouled back. Hernandez, the base runner at first with one out.
Oh
On the count of
no.
second, might be two. They get the tag on him, and that's two.
We're not having enough competitive at-bats to drive that pitch count up. Double plays like that obviously are super killer, but they're even worse in situations like this. We have been able to save Castillo's pitch count thanks to a double play.
There's a strike. Fought off foul. 0-2 now. The punch out there picks up strikeout number 7.
Now batting.
Here's Tommy Pham. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a miss.
Really,
Ugly
really
swing
lucky to
right
get a
there.
big old swing on that. Not a good slider at
He's
all.
been in attack mode since the very start.
Bounced out to short. And he
Didn't
beats it.
preload the
That's
throw
a
in
hit.
time. That's fine.
Great
That's
try
fine.
there.
I can at least understand, you know, where it was coming from.
The exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
Pham on the move. Throw to second.
It's a nice throw from Raleigh to Colton Wong. Let's go. Excellent tag laid on him.
That's what happened right there. He made up for the lack of accuracy with excellent velocity. Nice job.
Just don't
with the
even
catch
know.
and throw right there.
And a base hit right there. And that keeps the inning alive.
Every now and then you'll see a right fielder try to throw out that runner at first. The hitter, he takes offense to it.
Well, nobody ever tried to throw you out at first.
Just the second baseman every time I'd roll over on the ground.
McNeil in the box now. No balls and a strike. A strikeout and a walk. Clips the corner. And it's
Boy, that's a
0-2.
generous strike call. Haven't seen a lot of those.
And ball one.
That's a really bad strike. A little anxious, a little...
Popped up. Mateo on his horse. And that's a fair
Oh no! Oh, this dirt.
Rough around third. Relay throw home. Not in time. He's safe. And the run comes in to score.
Fuck.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Fucking bullshit. Fucking goddamn bullshit. I don't know what it's been, but I just don't anticipate that it's gonna jump like that.
Now it's the
What the fuck? And he had 25 speed. It's like this little dink shot, and typically, oh, what was that? I thought, okay. It's this little touch, just barely on the fucking, just barely on the dirt, and it just like sails way up, way the fuck up. And Mateo has 98 speed, and it's versus a 25 speed person. Ugh.
DH, Luis Guillorme. And he pumps it a strike.
Two out damage, and it all goes back to the bad pitch.
Runner at second.
It's
two
the
down.
fucking pitch thing where it like it does the red.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout, just didn't locate it very well.
Bounce to the left side. Crawford throws to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 3-0. Sixth inning coming up on MLB The Show's Game
Okay.
of the Week.
I mean, we're going to lose some games here. This is a team that I don't want to see in the World Series because I think that we would lose. I feel pretty confident against, like, the Dodgers because we've beaten them a couple of times, and though it's been, it's been close, I feel really confident against a team like the Padres. It turns out, actually, we had lost to. I just didn't remember. But from what I could remember, we hadn't really lost to them. I think we went 3-1 against them this season.
Pitches to the umpire, they're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Ugh.
I think the other component,
but this series has been very difficult. Very, very difficult.
Is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page, and that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitcher.
Because yesterday's win was a fucking pain in the ass, and we almost got bit by another one of those stupid pitches that didn't register correctly.
He's so buried in that video room, it's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
Because it hit the guy, and then he was on second, a tying run, and ugh.
And that one fouled off.
Then you go back, it's ball 4 or strike 3, excuse me.
Gunners down looking.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Trammell in the
If
box now as he leaves that
just
one
don't
up high.
swing, I think we're on with nobody out. Yeah, dude called strike 3, ball 3, and it's like, oh, you
misses outside. 2-0. These two
fucking
offenses can
dunce.
put up
Like, what
runs
are
in
you
a
doing?
hurry. There's a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters
We've
have
also
been
not been
in
getting like
between
the
with
check
their timing
swings.
Today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Next offering is fouled back.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
The 2-2.
I think we've had 4
And that just
misplays,
misses.
3 or 4 misplays on the dirt in the outfield.
Next pitch has popped up.
Wait.
Lindor on his way over.
I just don't trust that he's going to
He's
stay
got
up
it.
there. I don't believe
That's
that he's
out
going to
number
just
2.
stay up in
That
the
was a
zone
good pitch
like
to hit
that.
right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Mateo stands in now and watches strike 1. This one high in the air to left center.
Early,
Pham
darn.
gliding to his right.
Had pretty
He's
good
there. He's got
timing
it.
on the
And that's the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no errors.
slider.
Heart
but
of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Mariners nothing.
Interesting. I don't think we've seen this.
Back here in Queens, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Pete Alonso. Here's a
We
new
are bringing
pitcher from the
Isaiah
pen,
Campbell in. He's
Isaiah
3-0
Campbell.
in 36 appearances, 10 holds, 45 innings with a 2.20 ERA, 47-1 strikeouts to walks, low batting averages, but they're pretty even, 189 to 182. We'll bring him in, and this will be a series that we're going to need to kind of move on from quickly. I was anticipating a bit of a tough road trip. Oh my God, Campbell. For the love of God. So fucking slow. There we go. This was a road trip that I was anticipating was going to be a little bit rough. And I thought it was going to be even a little rougher because we haven't been playing particularly well. We had, the 6 games that we had at home were against Kansas City and Oakland, 2 of the worst teams in the game. and we still struggled against them. We're going to play much better teams and perform well. Not a bad curveball. Oh, you know what? I already threw this pitch. Do you have a 4-seam and a 2-seam? I'm not paying enough attention here. Alright, we should be good.
The pitch. That one catches the zone. It's 0-1. Alonso goes 6 feet 3 inches, 28 years old, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. On the ground, out to short. On to France. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Mets. Not sure.
And now it's Frankie Lindor.
Lindor.
Yeesh.
Ripped to short.
Not where I want that that 2-seam fastball, but Crawford's there to make the play.
A couple of quick outs.
The third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. Ball 1, no strikes. Chris, you look at it, these are the spots where guys can come on, pitch well, instill some confidence in the manager, and all of a sudden they're pitching higher leverage spots in the postseason.
Well, in this final month, I mean, this is an audition period for the call-ups. But it's
forgot that first pitch was a ball.
That marginal reliever.
I was pretty excited about that. It was a really nice pitch. I like where that 4-seam was.
Step up and be on that playoff roster.
Next one misses. 2-2.
Just missed.
On the ground to first. France takes
Okay,
it himself.
not a bad effort at all from Campbell. Once we dialed in that timing, which is so slow. We have a couple of pitchers on the roster where it's just like it just feels like you're waiting forever at the top, waiting to drop it.
Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the
Not good for
now
flow, being in a flow, you know.
Julio Rodriguez. Scherzer back to work. Way high.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Ripped to
Fuck.
Caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And the batter will be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
It looked like he accidentally caught that.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He decides to
Both of those
hold
pitches
onto
were
it,
circle
and they catch a
changes I was
break
on
as they
top
get a
of
base
and
runner
early
at
on
first.
both of them.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And that's going to roll to the wall.
That'll get us on the board. Here we go. Ty France.
Now a throw home. And he's in there.
Ty France and J.P. Crawford, they've been heroes throughout the season. More recently,
And the hands just continue to carry
during that homestand.
the middle of the field.
France had the game where he accounted for all 3 runs. Solo home run and a 2-run blast that scored J.P. Crawford. Nope, too aggressive. Too excited. You're looking for a slider, a circle changer, slurve there. But, yeah, just...
Liner,
Oh, that's 2! Come on!
Well, that had RBI knock written
Fuck!
over it. Put a great swing on it, but a nice job on the infield to react and bring it down.
And a foul ball. Here's your 1. Ball 1 there. Action in the pen down there. Brooks Raley getting loose out there. Diaz, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. 2 outs. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And the ball evens the count. Next pitch is downstairs.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Eugenio Suarez waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with one swing if he gets the chance.
Line drive, and it's
Foul
just
ball.
foul.
God
That
damn
was
it.
close. The tying run at the plate. Ground ball right side. Toss to Alonso, and that is that. RBI double for the M's. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show.
That's a really frustrating way. That was our best shot. We had 2 of maybe the most frustrating outs we've had, and 2 pitches that I swung on with Colton Wong out of those last 3 were balls. Balls in the dirt. So we'll take a 7th inning stretch and regroup here. We'll be right back with more baseball right after this. Thanks for watching and hanging out. Great opportunity for you to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos, and you can watch me slam controllers into the ground. Be right
Here's the left fielder, Mark Canha. The wind and the pitch. That one pushed foul. And that's too high. Inside, just missed. Two 1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt. Suarez throw to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, catcher, Omar Narvaez.
So digging in, Omar Narvaez.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Mateo hauls it in, and there's 2 away. It feels like we might be
Now
headed
batting,
towards a rain
center
delay if the
fielder,
weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay
Yeah.
attention to how the weather is impacting this game, and the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Pham in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. 3 up, 3 down that time. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Mariners 1. New pitcher on now, John Curtis.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And here it comes. Suarez lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Wow. Good luck catching up to that one.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Canna on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher.
Cal Raleigh digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Righty delivers. Clips the corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Got him swinging.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Two down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. Kicks and deals. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Mets 3 and the Mariners 1. To the bottom of the eighth, and stepping in for New York, Darren Ruff. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Charlie Morton, on for the 30th time this year. And a pitch. There's a strike. And that's down and away.
1-1.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Hard hit left side. Gathers and throws to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Second baseman.
And now here's Jeff McNeil.
Not here.
And the first offering is not close. Kicks and fires. This one in the air center field. Trammell makes the grab on the run.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Next is the designated hitter, Luis Guillorme. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Line drive, base hit down the line. Around first and hustling for second. Not in time. He's safe.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Alonso in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one's in there. That's strike 2. Guillorme at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Had him way out front of the slurve. Mets strand one, and the score stays 3-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Mets, number 39, Edwin.
We go to the ninth. Jorge Mateo now. And a pitch. That misses. 1-0. Siggy, what do you got for me on that entrance? Timmy Trumpet and Blaster Jacks getting it done.
Yeah, you don't even have to be a fan of Edwin Diaz to get pumped up about that song and the energy in this ballpark.
Next offering misses, and that's ball 2. In the air, right field. Ruff puts it away for the out. 1 down. And now the DH, Julio Rodriguez. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Diaz, a righty that throws with power. 29 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Fires across the diamond. Now only 1 out remaining. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Check swing, but he went too far, and it's 0-2. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The next pitch misses. 2-2. Down to their final strike. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Popped in the air. Left field. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
This is why they turn to him to close out games. He's so reliable in these spots, and he just proved it for the 35th time this season. Nice job getting it done out of the pen.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
The final line score for this afternoon's ballgame. For the victorious New York Mets, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on